Hey team, Coach Lila here. I have a new workout for you. It's Amp It Up 3, our third workout that is in this structure of our 45 seconds, followed by a 30-second harder move and a 15-second hardest move. So same structure, different moves, taking it up yet another notch. And you don't need anything today, water for sure, a mat if you want, if you have a hard ground and want something under you. And of course you have the option to add weights. Let's go ahead and get warmed up. Let's start standing today, warming up like usual kind of. Let me lift this up a little bit for you. I have had a reaction here, sorry, from platelet donation on Monday last week. It's taking a while to heal, but that's okay. So jumping jacks to start. So trying to do our part for blood cancers with platelet donation, but as you see, sometimes there's some adverse side effects, but that's okay. We're doing it to help, right? All right. Let's take these into either a march or a high knee run. You guys know you always have the low impact option. So you can march it out to get your heart rate up, and get your hips moving, or you can run it. Good. We're gonna take it into some hop twists. So you're gonna hop side to side. You can do an extra hop in the middle if it's too much to just twist, or you can step, 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 whatever you need to do, getting a little bit of heart rate up, a little bit of twisting action and movement. Back into those jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Or step it out. That's the low impact option here. Step it out. Keep breathing. Go ahead, take it into runs, but this time you're either gonna do a butt kick run or stepping, doing those hamstring curls. Okay, either one. Getting those quads warmed up a little bit and stretched out. We do have 2 standing rounds, 2 rounds on the ground. So we are working the legs quite a bit today. All right, and we're gonna take it into those hops, twist hops. 3, 2, 1, twist hops. Really try to get your body twisting, hips side to side. You should be feeling it in your core a little bit. Definitely in your calves as you're bouncing so much. All right, we're gonna slow it down in 3, 2, 1. Let's do some arm circles, one at a time. All the way back. And bring it forward. Good. Our heart rate came up a little bit. We're letting it slow down just a bit. Other arm back. But we are still moving our bodies, stretching them out, warming them up. Good, and bring it forward. And let's bring them across. All right. Okay, so a couple of hip circles while I talk you through the first few moves. Do a few more out and then a few in, okay? Warming up those hips. We are gonna start with a lunge series. We're gonna focus on one side per round. So say hello to your right side. Hello, right side. We are gonna focus on you this whole round. Some exercises have both sides, some are just center. But if we're doing one side, it's the right side, okay? Next round, we will focus on the left side. So if you're still hip circling, you can stop and roll the ankles and wrists around. First exercise, we are gonna alternate because it's the long one, the 45 seconds. So we're gonna do a side lunge of pushing your butt back, okay? So from the side, it looks like this. sitting back into that heel. Or you can have your feet wide and do the side lunge this way without stepping in and out. That's your choice, okay? Depending on what's best for your body. Modification here is just a little narrower. Don't go as deep with it, okay? That's exercise 1 for 45 seconds. Then we focus on that right leg, we plant it, and we are gonna do a runner's lunge, let's see, either into a jump, a drive, or just a stand up. So you're going to reach down and then stand up, that's level 1. Reach down or drive it up, that's level 2. Reach down, jump, that's level 3. So this is our 30-second move, up and down like this, okay? Then our last 15 seconds is a knee drive, same leg, of course, we keep that right leg planted, and we drive that left leg into our stomach, okay? So it is a leg move. You will feel it in your quad and your glute, but you're also crunching that core. So standing core work. You're welcome. Doesn't always have to be on the ground. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's go ahead. So we start with those side lunges, 45 seconds. Ready, go. So sitting back, and if you are stepping side to side, really push off that leg. Spring off of it, okay? If you are going with your feet, you can still push off to the middle, okay? And notice, whichever one I'm doing, my straight leg, the foot, stays forward and planted. I'm not picking up the heel, okay? Keeping it planted. You know, you get a nice little inner leg stretch there too. Good. Squeeze at the top. Squeeze your glutes. Each time you come up to the middle. We have 3, 2, 1. Plant that right leg and go into those runner lunges. So remember, level 1, level 2, level 3 adds a jump. 30 seconds here. Really bend that front knee to get down. Reach your leg back far if you can. And if you're jumping or standing, explode up into it. 10 more seconds and we do the knee drive. Woo, traveling. It's okay. Okay, ready? Knee drive, go. Now bend that right knee, sink into it. Can you sink a little more? Can you pull a little harder into that crunch? Keep it up. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and done. Nice job. We're gonna come back to the other side on the next round. This round, we're doing some squats and some other standing ab exercises. We're gonna start with a 3-way squat. So we've done this before. We touch knees, shins, floor. So each one gets a little lower, sitting the butt back. Okay, so that's 45 seconds. Next one, we are going to plant our left leg, because we're focusing on the right side. We are going to do a standing side crunch. So you crunch in, extend out. So if you want, you can touch the toe down for each crunch, or you can keep it lifted for some extra balance and some extra core work. You're gonna feel this all on here and even on the other side. Third exercise is a squat jack, but this is a sumo squat jack. So your knees and feet turn out. We're gonna go out and in, jumping or stepping is fine, either one. That's our high impact 15-second move, so push it on those. Okay, let's get ready for those 3-way squats. Ready, set, go. So knees, you can reach up or keep your hands down is fine. As long as you're reaching for the knees, the shins, and the floor the best you can. Squeeze the glutes each time you come up. Squeeze them forward. Okay, and don't let the knees go too far out, not bending in, but pushing straight forward. Okay, here's what it looks like from the side. Squeeze it forward. So knees, squeeze. Shins, squeeze. Floor, squeeze. It not only works the butt muscles, but lifts some as well. You're welcome again. So generous today. Good. We only have the last one. We go into those side crunches. Ready? Go. Plant the left foot and reach the arm and leg. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch it in. Really press. Feel that crunch on the side. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Recenter yourself. Good. Crunch in, elbow to knee, the best you can. Good. We have 5 more seconds to those squat jacks. 3, 2, 1, squat jack. Out and in. You can go slow or fast. I recommend trying to get a little bit more going in here, as long as you have good form. Butt is tucked under, knees are out. You got this. Only a few more seconds. Last one, and done. Nice. 2 sets down, 2 to go. We're coming down to the floor now. So grab some water. And our first round is a clam series. So guess which side we're gonna be focusing on for this round? Our right side. So you're gonna put your left side on the ground. Okay, you're gonna position yourself on your elbow. You can lift your head up if you want. Lie down on it. Knees are between 90 and 45, somewhere in there that's comfortable for you without arching your back, okay? So flat, we start, just our clams here, feet are together on the ground, then 30 seconds here, feet are up, then 15 seconds of those heel kicks, okay? Good. So we've done this before. We're gonna go ahead and jump in. 45 seconds, this is our right side, ready, and go. So you squeeze. If you can keep your heels and inner feet together, you won't open as much, okay? If you open your heel up like that and turn your hip, you're not actually working the glute muscle anymore. If you keep it all nice and tight, you really feel it right in here. That's where we want to feel it. Okay, good. Your other hand can be wherever. Here is fine. You could even add a little more pressure if you want. Add a resistance band, your choice. Good, keep it up. Just 5 more seconds, and then we lift our feet. Try to keep those inner feet glued, heels together. Ready, and feet up, and go. So our feet are up, and we're just lifting that upper leg. So we're isolating the movement. Okay, there's not a lot of other stuff going on. Just opening and closing that knee. Okay, nothing else is moving. As best you can. Keep those feet stable. Keep those hips stable. Okay, keep squeezing in the core to balance. We have 1 more, and heel kicks. And go, heel kick, in and out. All you're doing is bending and straightening that leg, okay? If you're isolating it like that, you are for sure feeling it in that glute. So isolate, just bend and straighten. Don't be moving it around. Last one, and done. Woo, give that a little pound. That was a good one. All right, so we are on to our plank moves. So first round is, or first exercise, sorry, is a plank to side plank. So we start in a plank, we twist open to side plank, back to plank, twist the other way. You can, of course, do this on your knees. Okay, knees open. See how I straighten the top leg when I open? Okay, makes it a little more, you have a little more balance. Okay, or you can do this on your forearms. That's fine too. Okay, here is also good. If you need to support yourself and be up on something like a chair or a bed so that you're not having quite as much pressure on your wrist and your core, that's another modification you can do. Okay, so 45 seconds of that. Then we have 30 seconds of a bird dog crunch. So we're gonna still focus on our right side, but we're gonna do the right arm, left leg. Can't really do the same side. So right arm, left leg, crunch it in, reach it out. Crunch it in, reach it out. Modification here, or an advanced move, you can do it on your feet and hands. Reach out, whoop, crunch it in, reach it out, okay? And our third move, 15 seconds, is on our forearms. You can do wrists if forearm doesn't work for you, but trying to give your wrists a break here. You're gonna do a plank jack. So out and in, jumping, okay? You can step it. It's just 15 seconds. Don't let that butt get up, okay? It's not a down dog or dolphin, it's a plank jack. So you hop or step your feet out and in for the last 15 seconds. Let's get ready for the plank open. On your marks, get in a plank pose, get set, and go. Take the modifications you need. Remember, you have your knees. You can prop yourself up on a couch, on a chair, whatever you need, and keep your good form, okay? So keep those hips straight. Each time you come back to the center plank, and on the side planks, try to bump that hip up a little bit, okay? Get a really nice lift. See the difference? Down, up. You really work the sides, those obliques, when you push it up. We're almost done. Let's get in one more each side, and we're gonna go into the bird dog crunch. And bird dog, knees or on your feet, crunch out, reach out, crunch it in. Reach it out straight. Really curve the back in as you crunch. You can breathe out as you crunch it in. Breathe in as you extend. Good. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Again, if you want to do it on your feet, you can do that. So it takes a lot more balance. Last one, and plank jacks, go. Forearms out and in. Keeping that butt down. You can do it. Squeeze your core. Push through those shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Nice job, team. One round down, one to go. We can do it. So we're coming up back on our feet for those side lunges. Get some water first. Woo, side lunges for 45 seconds. Then we're gonna focus on the left side. Say hello to your left side. Hello, left side. We're ready to work you. So we do the side lunges. Then we plant the left leg for the runner's lunge. Then we have those knee drives for the last 15 seconds. Okay, let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Sit your butt back here, your hands, you can hold weights here. On this one, framing your leg, if you would, like to hold weights, okay? Or you can have your hands kind of in a prayer pose, you can have them pressing, do whatever you want. You can curl, you add what you need. You know now what this whole round is gonna be about. So take what you need. Do you need a modification? Do you need to add a little more? Do what you need for you. 10 more seconds, then we plant that left leg. Sit it back. Good. Woo. Push off. Ready? Plant that foot and lunge. Now you have a lunge to stand, you have a lunge knee drive, you have a lunge jump. Okay? Whichever you choose, use good form. Really sit it back in the lunge so your knee isn't going over your toe, okay? Your glute is gonna be on fire by the time we get to those knee pulls, and that is okay. We have 3, 2, 1, knee pull, go. Pull it in, crunch it, breathe it out. Bend that knee a little more. Bend your left knee a little more. You can do it. It's on fire, but you got it. 3, 2, 1, done. Nice. All right, good job, guys. We have one more standing set. It's our 3-way squat with our side crunch and our our squat jacks. Remember here, Butt is down, not sitting it back. Butt down, knees are out on the single part. Okay? Three-way squats, we touch our knees, our shins, and the floor. Take a breath. Get ready to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Knees, shins, squeeze, floor. If you want to add a calf raise at the top, you can. If you want to add weights here, you can. Your choice. Your feet should be a little bit wider than your hips so that you can get those arms in between when we get low, floor, or as low as you can go. You're squeezing those glutes at the top each time. Want to have that nice lifted booty. Keep breathing. Doing great. We're feeling it in the legs, but that's okay. Last one. Plant that right foot and crunch. We crunch it in, extend it out. You can touch your toe for balance or hover it. Okay? Really crunching in, knee to elbow. Crunch it in. Can you make contact? Whew. Reach it. Touch. Touch. Good. Just 5 more seconds, and we squat jack. 3, 2, 1. Squat jack, out and in. Can you pick it up a little bit more this time? You get a few more in. Keeping your chest up, bending those legs, out and in, doing great. Just a couple more here, last one. Nice, you did it. Okay, standing is done. Let's bring it to the ground. Next set is our clams. So you guys know, we already did the right side. We're focusing on the left side. So we're gonna lie on our right side, work that left leg. So lying on our right, we are going to get our knees positioned, and we start with our feet together on the ground. 45 seconds here, 30 seconds here, 15 of the kicks. Okay, so get those knees ready, hips ready. Remember, this is an isolated movement, not much going on. Okay, if this is your lift, great. It's better than doing this, okay? If you feel it here, when you lift that much, do it. 45, ready, set, go. So remember, glue those feet together and try to keep that bottom foot totally flat on the ground. I notice when I lift my heels up, it makes it easier. If I put that foot down, I really have to work to get that knee up, and I really feel it in that gluteus medius. We want to get that engaged, super important muscle for running and biking, okay? And it's hard to work, so we want to isolate it. When you can get that muscle nice and strong, it helps minimize your other knee and hip injuries. Let's get in 2 more, and then we get our feet up. Good, feet up and open. Isolated movement, feet are glued together. All we're doing is moving this knee up and down using that hip, okay? Our hip isn't moving, but we're engaging and initiating the movement from here, okay? I mean your hip isn't rolling back and forth. That's what I mean by not moving. Good, we're almost there. Let's do 1 more and kick it. Ready, kick. So out and in. Woo-hoo! Just bending and straightening that leg, trying not to move the hip. Really feeling that in the glute. Woo-wee! That isolated movement, man. So good, so hard. Last one. Good. Whew. Give that hip a nice little pound out. Oh, man. Okay, last set, guys. We can do this. We're almost there. We're going to do that plank to side plank. So we start in a regular plank, feet or knees on your hands or your shoulder, your elbows, either, whichever one works for you. We plank and twist, plank and twist, okay? That's our first move. Second is the bird dog crunch. We already did right arm, left leg. Let's switch it up. Left arm, right leg. crunch it in, reach it out, okay? If here to here is as far as you can get, that's fine, but try to crunch it in the best you can. Get that good core work. Last move is that plank jack. Forearms preferably, do what you need to do, out and in, or walk it out and in. It's only 15 seconds, so you should be able to stay up on your feet, okay? If you have to drop to your knees, just hold the plank on your knees, but try your best to keep it up, okay? Last one, best one. On your marks, plank pose, get set, go. We twist it open, back to plank. Twist it open, back to plank. Really get that hip up on the side plank, hips flat on the straight plank. Now protect your shoulders here. You don't have to way overturn and extend, okay? You don't need any shoulder injuries. We want to strengthen them, but not hurt them. Good, keep that core tight. Squeeze the glutes and quads. You're doing awesome. We're almost there. 10 more seconds. Remember, if you're getting tired, take a quick break or drop to a modification and come back as quickly as you can. Okay, last one. And bird dog. So on your feet or knees, reaching out, other leg, and in. So we're doing our left arm, right leg. Crunch. Good, reach, crunch it in. Really arch that back as you crunch it in. Push through the floor. So push with that arm that's on the ground. 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna go into those plank jacks. 5, 4, keep crunching. 3, 2, 1, plank jack. You can do it. It's our last little bit, guys. Push it. You got this. Whatever you think you can do, push a little more. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Just drop your hips. Woo, take it into a nice Sphinx pose here. So my hands are down. My legs are straight out. They're not together. If that works for you, fine. But for me, this feels a little better on my back. So pulling your elbows toward you, pushing your head forward. That should be a good enough stretch. If you need a little more, you can lift your chest a little higher, as long as that's okay with your back. This is fine. If you're getting a stretch here in your abs, wonderful. Try to pull those shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath. Let it out. One more. Pull those elbows out, back, head forward. Let it out. All right. Nice. Let's push back to a child's pose. So open those knees up wide. Sit your hips back to your heels. Just let your back relax and open up here. Let your shoulders open up here. Good. Let's walk our hands over to the right. So you're going to reach over to the right. If you could even bring that left hand on top of your right, awesome. And try to get that left hip down. Okay, don't let it pop up. Sit it down. So if your hands are only here, that's great. If your hands are over here, awesome. If they're all the way over, great. Do what you need to. Feel that stretch all the way down the side body, from fingertips to hip. We worked it all, guys. Stretch it out. Stretching is really important at the end, okay? We worked those muscles. We want to keep them strong, but not tight, right? It also helps relieve some of the soreness tomorrow. Good, let's walk our hands over the other way, over to the left. Ooh, feel that stretch. I especially feel it here in my ribs and up in my outer shoulder here in my lats. Feels really good. Make sure that right hip is down on the heel. Don't let it pop up. Or toward the heel if you can. Good. If you want to cross that hand over, you can. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Good. All right, let's flip over to our, actually, just bring your leg forward. We're going to do a 90-90 stretch or a pigeon. So actually, let's stretch the right side first, since that's the side we worked first. So 90-90 is you are going to get your hip and knee to 90 degrees, and this leg is at 90 degrees, okay? Now, my foot, when it's up here, I'm sitting over to the side. I can't sit up as well, so if I pull it in, that's fine, and as long as this part is a straight line, okay? I don't want this, and I don't want that, okay? See how my hip to knee needs to be a straight line. Now, when I reach forward, I'm gonna reach my left hand a little farther forward than my right, okay? Really reach forward with that left side, with your right knee forward. Now, if you want to take this into a full pigeon, just straighten your leg behind you, tuck it under, okay? Again, your foot can be closer to your hip. If you can get it out, go you. You have very flexible hips. I do not. So I keep mine a little more tucked in, but my knee to hip is straight. That is a more important thing for my body. I still feel it in here, but my hips just don't open all the way like that. I wish, someday maybe, not yet. Good. Remember, try to reach that left arm forward as much as you can. Take one more breath here. Let it out. Good, let's switch sides. So bring your left leg forward, right leg either to 90. Check that that hip to knee is straight, okay? And then if you want to bring it into full pigeon, you can. Okay, reach that right arm a little bit further forward. Woo, definitely feel it in that piriformis and glute after all those lunges and squats and clams. We really worked them today, guys. Take one more breath here. Let it out. All right, bring it up. Let's cross those feet, ankles over. We're gonna first bring our arm over, so we're gonna do a tricep stretch. Now, you don't need to pull it over, and I don't want your head falling down forward, okay? Head neutral, lift up, okay? You get just as good of a stretch, if not more, than by pulling it, okay? So lift it up and back, but try to knit those ribs down, remember from last week. Okay, take one more breath. Let it out. Let's reach it across. Feel that stretch all across your shoulder and the back of your shoulder. Feels really nice after all those planks and everything. One more. Let's switch. So left arm up, touch yourself on the back, and lift it up. Not across, head neutral, lifting it up. So we really worked the whole body today. You guys did a great job. If you need more time to stretch it out, always take that time. One more breath. Reach it across. Drink plenty of water. You want to replenish everything that we worked out today. And if you can get in some protein, that's great. Helps the muscles grow a little more. Take one more breath. Let's reach it forward real quick. Get those glutes and back to release a little bit more. Roll it on up. Nice job. Way to go, team. You did an excellent job in Amp It Up 3. We're going to change it up again next week, but hopefully you are getting stronger every day. You know you can repeat these workouts as often as you need to build up to them. Or to add more to them. Do what you need to do. Go team!